Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Ellie and this is my channel to document my crazy changing life. I'm going to Africa in like a month and a half. If excited is here, I'm like here, which I know is out of frame, but like I'm here. Like, oh, very excited. Back in August, I started a bullet journal, which for those of you that don't know, is kind of an agenda and a to-do list and a diary and calendar, just everything all in one. I have used agendas that are pre-made or calendars, stuff like that, to organize my school life, to organize my life every year. I've bought a new one probably every year, and I have used it for a couple days or a couple weeks and then forgotten about it, and then I'll use it when there's a really busy time like finals. I'll organize everything and then I won't use it again. So I thought a bullet journal would be good, especially because it can be really minimalist. I don't have to spend very much time on it and it can still be really helpful. So I started one in August and I thought I would show you the progression that I've made from when I started it in August to now, which is just starting December. It's quite a big change. So I thought I would show you what I've been up to with my bullet journal and how it has worked for me. I want to show you guys that it really doesn't have to be complicated. There's no drawings or anything in mine because I can doodle, but I can't draw well. I don't have any watercolor painting or anything. It doesn't have to be crazy. It just has to work for you. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, keep watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, and I'll hopefully be putting up more of these as I go on my trips. Thanks for stopping by. Keep watching if you want to see what a bullet journal is or what mine looks like. I have a lot of friends who've been asking me about mine or who see it and they're like, oh my gosh, how did you do that? What is that? This is the video for you. Keep watching and make sure to subscribe and like this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Here we go. This is my bullet journal. It is the Leuchtturm 1917 medium size in black. It has two of these tabs here and it comes like this. So when you first open it up, obviously this is the index and there are 3 different pages of index. I first started with this and then I got new pens, and at the start of December, just now, I made this. And then for 2017, I'm going to go here and start a whole new index. So on my first page, I just have a full calendar layout starting in August, which is when I started, and then it goes for a full year. And then there are 2 different colors. The orange are birthdays, and then the blues are events like Christmas and things like that. Then I have my future log like this right now, which just has events that I had planned but were too far in advance, and I'm going to change it up a bit later because it's just not working out how I want and I want to be able to see it in like blocks. So I'm going to change it for 2017. And then when I started this, there wasn't the full month, so I just had the rest of August. Task list that I changed up later, and then a small little habit tracker here that I obviously didn't do too well on. Then I have just some dailies, and as I was doing it here, I was just starting with the day, and then I would write the things, and then I would the next day write the things, and then obviously, so they're like different sizes. This one only has 2, this one has 5, so it was working. I have like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It was okay. This is my first collection, which is just names that I like. I don't know, it was okay. I'm probably gonna redo it in the new year. Some more dailies of the same way. My September habit tracker, which I did in like 2 blocks here, and then I made this like a little more fun. Forgot to do my monthly for September, so I just put it here. I don't know if you noticed, but so August is this lilac color. All of my September was pink, and then the color changes every month. So here I had it separated with the same amount of space each time, around the same. Here's some more to-do list, but you can see it's just black and white and it's really easy. You just write as you go and it's pretty simple. Okay, then we have October. I have it in green now, and it's more fun. I have like a separate to-do list. Again, I did it in the 2. Tried a little bit of like handwriting there. And then here, I started making the names a bit bigger just so that I could really like tell where things were. One thing I didn't like was that from Sunday, like all the way through Sunday, and then another whole week here, like there wasn't any organization in how I went about it. So I changed that up. I also started writing down my workouts because I was getting back to running, so I started that. More workouts, and then I changed it so that it's like the color of the month. So now they're all green. I'm just gonna cover this up because I don't know what's under there. But I made these weekly notes that are like a green as well, just like a different green. Then we got to November, which is where we are now, which is why I have this here, because I have to come back to this page every day to do my habit tracker. I have my whole thing for November, which I update as I go through the month. And then I have like my habit tracker, and I covered this in because I was gonna stop doing it anyways. And I also added this number of star days. So I have 2 star days, which is where I did everything for that day, and then I'll write at the end of the day at the end of the month, how many star days I had. And then a to-do list. And this month you can see I switched it to this. I guess one thing I noticed here is I started doing like Monday through Sunday. So yeah, I have Monday through Sunday, and then I started this thing here, which is for next week, and this is things that I need to remember for the next week that I like obviously won't see on this page. I like made some little brackets for my workouts and started doing this stuff again, weekly notes for next week, and then like to do general, and then like this is like not a productive weekend, and I just made a note to myself about that. Here I like canceled some stuff off, so I crossed it out. I had a little space, so I did a little doodle, weekly notes, and then for next week and to do for the general week. So at this point I went and I got some new pens, which you'll see it really changed the way I bullet journal. It really helped me organize what I wanted because I was just using the Stabilo pens that I'll show you before. Obviously it's been pretty minimalist, but now I make it a little more fun. Since I'm going a lot of places, I wrote out my itinerary. I wrote which suitcase I'm gonna bring and what I need to buy. Since I have so many flights coming up, I wanted to note them all down so I could have one place to reference them. This is this week, which obviously looks a lot different. I have some nice handwriting, a block here that's just like an overview of the week. It says like November and the dates. This is a to-do for the whole week, which I've done everything pretty much, which is great. And then next week here, you'll notice that I don't have like a notes section. So I made that here for each day, this little like box thing. And so I'm just filling that out, which I really like. And then here I have these little boxes because I made a countdown to London, so every day I get to like color in a block. And then on the side I wrote this little quote that says, "Believe you can and you're halfway there," from Teddy Roosevelt, because I am super close to being done school, and so I just want a little motivation. So this is next week, which I had gotten more new pens, so I really went a little crazy, but I had this one and this one planned out way in advance just because I was so excited about my new pens. General to-do area for next week, and this is like weekly notes. So this is where I'll write like on Monday, this is how I was feeling, and then like 7 more days until London. So then I have an expense tracker. I'm just gonna cover up like the totals, I guess. This is based off of Amanda Rach Lee. She just has like the date, the description, plus or minus, and then I have like totals down here, and then there's a little key over here for the different colors. This is just calligraphy practicing. Then I have a packing list for Toronto because I went to Toronto, and then down here I just wrote the weather, so I didn't have to keep looking with like the dates and important stuff to remember. And then over here I'm gonna I did revamp my journal for December and also for 2017. So these are things that I like and things that I didn't that I'm going to put in or take out. I really like this like new bullet journal changes. I don't know, I like this spread, is one of my favorite spreads. This is really important to do, to check back at what you like and what you don't, because it just makes it more efficient. Okay, so this is Stuff You Missed in History Class, is one of my favorite podcasts, and so these are things that I want to write into the girls about. but I am currently listening to all of the podcasts, and then once I'm done listening to them all, I will write in. And then I just had notes to take for a paper, so I put them here, which this is like obviously the versatility. Like you have collections, you have packing lists, you have expenses, you have your weekly stuff. This is what all, like everything that a bullet journal is about. You just put whatever you need to in the bullet journal. So this is when I needed this, and it worked out great. So then I set up December the other day because I really wanted to, and I'm really happy with how it looks. It's really clean. It just has a little calendar here, and it lets me know that it's a new month. So this is my December spread. I changed up my monthly log just because I wanted to try something new. So I'm writing things in here instead of like the list format that I had before. And then I don't know if you can see, but here I like glued a little piece of paper down because like you can see kind of like that because I had written November, but you can hardly tell, and I really like it. So here's my to-do list. This is things to remember for January, just so I have a little picture of the next month. So for my habit tracker, I decided to change it a bit this month. I added a few things, and it's like this, and then I also added a mood tracker. So each day I'll put a dot like this, and then I'll connect them, and hopefully they'll all be up here. But obviously sometimes our mood goes down. That's a la Amanda Rachel Lee as well. Since Christmas is coming, I wanted to do a to-buy list, and then since I'm leaving, I want to have a to-see list. I'm leaving Montreal, I'm going to be in Minneapolis, there's a bunch of people to see, and obviously I wanted to make a Christmas countdown. It's not perfect, I don't care, it looks great, and I'm excited to like color it in and have something to do every day. This is just another expense tracker for December, and I have my little key down here to remember. So this is just a quote that I really wanted to put in. I think it's great. I was not made to be subtle. And then I just drew a little thing. I don't know, it was fun. I wanted to fill something up. And then here I have just a brain dump with like this border all the way around that's interconnected, just for me to like write down some thoughts and stuff. So then here I have like a couple pages paper clipped together, and I'm doing that so that all of my dailies can be together. So here I have just like blank pages, and I'm gonna put a daily here, or a weekly, a weekly, a weekly, and a weekly, all 4 weeklies of December. And then here will be collections. And then in the back I have a pen test. So these are just different pen tests just to see like how they react to the page, like smudging. Here, when I'm in Africa, I'm planning on doing daily logs, so like a page per day or like a half page, and less of like to-dos, but more like just writing, journaling about my experience, since it's going to be such a different world there. If you want to just do it like this, where you just have like a future log like this, a monthly thing like that, it's really easy. It doesn't have to be intricate, and honestly, like this stuff doesn't take very long, and it's so much fun for me. I love doing this type of stuff. It really calms me, and I've been so much more organized. Like I have never, guys, never written stuff every day, and look at every single day has something. So I don't know. So that's my bullet journal. It's a little dirty, but whatever, wear and tear. There's a little wear and tear here, and there's like a scratch here, but I don't really mind. I have this little pencil case. It says Je ne sais quoi. My sister got it for me a while ago, and it holds all of my pens. I started off using this. This is the Pilot G2. It's gel. I like it, but it does smudge a lot, so I don't really use it anymore, but this is the only pen I had at the beginning. Then I use my Stabilos, which are great. They're like the fine point. I have a bunch of colors of them. Yeah, I think I have like 32. And that's what I used at the beginning. Oh, I also had bought this. The Pilot sign pen. It's liquid ink, and it's nice, but it does smudge a little bit too if you're not careful. So I use this sometimes, but not all the time. So I got this Pigma Micron artist pen. It's the number 3, which is pretty small. It's like 3.55 millimeter line. I like it. This is what I do for like small headers, I guess, or like outlining something. I just put washi tape on it so that I can tell it apart from its sister, which is this one. the Pigma Micron 2, which I put some more washi tape on it, and this one is 3mm line. This is the one that I use to write now. And then I also got this, which is the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen, and it's in size 1.5. I like this. I use this instead of this one now. And then I also got 2 of these Tombow art brushes. This one is like a light gray, and then this one is a light pink that I really like. They're both nice. This end, and then there's this end, which it looks really orange, but it's really nice and pink. These are my highlighters. I love them. They are amazing. Yeah, mild liner, and this is the color that I used all of this year, or all of December. So there's like this thin end here, and then this thicker end here. And then these are the 2 like Crayola Super Tips that I use. I have like a huge pack, but these are the 2 that I use. They work really nicely with like these colors. And then I just have a ruler. I don't really know, it was my roommate's, but I stole it. It's pretty small. And then just a pencil and an eraser. Really, all you need is this. This is the OG, and I mean, like, I still use this to write, but this is all you need. This, and you're good. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions about the layout or the pens I'm using, hopefully I described it in the video well enough, but feel free to message me with your questions, comment them below. I am still new to it, but I've learned a lot over this past 4 months, and it's really, really helped me organize my life and pay more attention to my life, and I think I'm really getting the most out of my bullet journal. I am going on my trips really soon. I leave for London in, I think it's like 14 days. Yeah, so I think in 2 weeks. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. But I'm going to London soon, then I'm going to Minneapolis, then Florida, then Africa, so it's about to get crazy. Make sure to like this video and subscribe for more. I'll probably be posting more about my bullet journal, but thank you so much for stopping by, guys, and I will see you next week. Bye!